Friends, I am Shivcharan Singh, and today I would like to draw just one layer of curtain of what has been unfolding in Mumbai, Maharashtra for about a fortnight in the name of the Mumbai police involvement in the extortion case of Mukesh Ambani. That's fine. Sachin Vajay has been arrested by NIA. Parambir Singh, Commissioner of Police Mumbai, has been removed from his post today. Though these developments appear to be very interesting and to keep the people amused in the trail of unfolding story, several things are being reported by the media, like how gelatin sticks were planted in front of Antilia Mukesh Ambani's house, how Hiren Mansukh was involved and ultimately he was killed by the Mumbai police, how Sachin Vajay tried to wipe out everything that was in the form of DPR of the CCTV cameras, and his own hurried involvement and overconfidence that no one will go against him as long as the Maharashtra government and Sharad Pawar is over his head. And then all of a sudden the things started unfolding in a different direction, and the public attention and memory both have been captured by these small developments. When I say these as small developments, I mean something very pernicious, something very nefarious, something very fishy is behind the curtain. And these small fries and the thrilling trail of stories starting from the gelatin sticks to the murder of Hiren Mansukh, to the arrest of Sachin Vajay, and to the transfer of Parambir Singh, and to the hurried rounds of meeting by Uddhav Thackeray et al. These are all eyewash. I don't mean to say that they are not important. I mean all these things remain in the focus, but something very significant, something very important is amiss from the media report. The media, which is supposed to be the public eye of vigilance, is just trying to bark the wrong trees and not at all reaching to the roots of the tree, which should be done by responsible media. I hope a couple of media houses which we consider as nationalists, who have been upholding the cause of nationalism in a very earnest way, they will penetrate into this one or the other day, and sooner the better. In the meantime, let me tell you that the Uddhav Thackeray government, Sharad Pawar, they are disturbed over this small matter of one assistant police inspector being arrested by NIA. Can this be a reason behind these people being off their sleep? No, not at all. There is something very fishy behind this. And this fishy thing is the link of these top politicians or the gundos turned governors in a very prominent position of Maharashtra and earlier in the union government. Why has their sleep been robbed of their eyes? Know this man, Sharad Pawar. He was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra when the Mumbai blasts had taken place in 1993. Soon after the Mumbai blast, Union government has constituted one commission, NN Bora Commission. The commission was assisted in its investigation of the whole Mumbai blast by RAW, CBI, Mumbai Police, and other agencies of Government of India and Government of Maharashtra. In the aftermath of that NN Bora Commission report, what came up as 105 pages Bora Commission report that was not at all made public. There had been several such demands by many prominent national voices that NN Bora Commission report should be made public. But nothing has been done so far. When the demand was raised in the parliament, just 11 pages of summary was presented with just one name, Iqbal Mirchi, the henchman of Dawood Ibrahim, was mentioned in that page, in those pages. On the other hand, NN Bora Commission had reported a very dangerous bonhomie between Daud Ibrahim, his henchman Iqbal Mirchi, and top Congress politicians including Sharad Pawar, he was in Congress at that time, Ahmed Patel, Praful Patel, his wife Varsha Patel, and a number of other people who were beneficiaries of crores of rupees siphoned by this international gunda criminal called Daud Ibrahim. And thus, this nexus was established by the commission, but it was never tabled publicly before the people, and despite persistent demand. So, what is happening in Mumbai is all right. What media is reporting is also all right. But we should not forget the fact that we are playing on a very dangerous turf. Just imagine a situation where you are letting your children play on a ground over which a carpet has been sprayed, but under the carpet bombs have been planted. They are gleefully playing one game after another, but after having played, their safe return is not guaranteed. For one mistaken step over any of the planted bombs, and the gleeful, happy noises will turn into tragic cries. And this is exactly what is happening. So far as media is concerned, media is reporting about West Bengal. It's talking about some or the other development here and there. And of late, the big names, big tycoons in media, they talk about drainage running over the road. They talk about some kind of appointment scam. And they are always hell-bent upon targeting Modi, Shah, and talking about an imaginary thing that is nowhere in India, that is communalism and secularism in danger, etc. But they don't see the danger lurking over it. The nexus between Daud Ibrahim, Sharad Pawar and other Congress leaders, which started early in 80s, continues to be even today. For it's in the public domain that behind Mukesh Ambani's extortion case, Daud Ibrahim's name is very loudly taken. And once Sharad Pawar had already established a kind of bonhomie and link between himself and Daud Ibrahim, that continues even today. For it was reported that Daud wanted to come back to Mumbai, but it was Sharad Pawar who advised him not to come back and rather operate from Pakistan, Dubai, etc., so that it would have been safe for him to operate his criminal activities in India and remain uncaught by the Indian police. And thus we can understand how dangerous this nexus is. And at the top of this, one fact should worry us. That fact is, despite the public knowledge of N.N. Bora's commission having mentioned Sharad Pawar, despite some kind of loud whispers even this time that Sharad Pawar is hand in glove with Daud and his direct involvement is there in the present Mukesh Ambani case, planting of the guillotine stakes and the events thereafter, he continues to be out and running the show, ruling the roost in Maharashtra. This is surprising. But as I hear from some quarters, Amit Shah, the man at the helms of affair at the Home Ministry, will, after demands from certain nationalist section has been raised that N.N. Bora Commission report should be out, has been contemplating to make it public, and once it is public, these faces will be exposed. But in the meantime, what's the media is doing? If you are showing the people a movie, a thriller, that's all right. But people would like to see the end of the movie. That should be a happy ending, and that will be a happy ending only when you show the faces of the real villains hidden behind for Sachin Vijay, Parambir Singh, and other smaller gurgas or some kind of gundas turned governors. They are just small fries. Big fish needs to be caught in the net, and that big fish is no other than this Sharad Pawar. In the meantime, I hope the media will wake up and do its duty as public vigilance eyes. Thank you very much for today.